And now, Kerncast 23.
Well, good morning, Kern County. Thankfully, no flooding here, but we are talking about excessive heat today and rain, all in the same forecast. Very interesting. Here's a live look from our Breckenridge camera. I love the sunspot on the tree there like usual, but as you can see, very bad air quality in the background. Our mountains are just kind of blending together in all of that haze. Very mild overnight temperatures, 77 degrees here in Bakersfield. That's your overnight low. Dew point is at 50 degrees and our humidity at 39% because we're getting some moisture coming in off the desert as opposed to the dry air we've been seeing coming in off of the ocean. And that's pretty much the opposite of what we're used to seeing. Usually all winter long into the spring, we start to see the beautiful cool air coming in off the ocean and hot air from the desert. Well, now we've had a flip-flop. You can see all that hot, dry tropical air is coming in. That's why we haven't gotten too excessively hot the last 2 days. We've been in the upper 90s and then yesterday 101 because this air is coming on shore. And even though it's dry and warm, it's been kind of leveling us out and keeping us temperate, only a few degrees above average. Well, now all of that very hot and moist desert monsoon air is coming in, and so that's sweeping in all of that heat that we see in Phoenix and Palm Springs, bringing it right to us and making it feel quite muggy out there. So in our valley forecast, you can see 106 here in Bakersfield, 108 down to the south for Arvin, Taft, and even down into Maricopa and Lamont. In the mountains, triple digits for the Kern River Valley with about a 20% chance of afternoon thunderstorms thanks to the monsoon. 90s down south, which means Frazier Park doesn't have any more 80s. But out into eastern Kern County, look at Ridgecrest, 114 degrees, Edwards at 109. So let's look ahead because today is the hottest day of the week, but it still stays warm the rest of the week with the hundreds sticking around through the weekend. By early next week, though, we could get much closer to our average. In the Kern River Valley, muggy and in the hundreds for you to wrap up the week, but you're back in the 90s for the weekend and even lower next week. And finally, in the mountains, muggy and in the 90s. Looks like you have a chance of rain coming on Thursday, but mostly on Friday.